they're targeting, in their words, not mine, right? Because I mean, I'm very well educated on my history and stuff, and I know for a damn fact that the people who America labels as immigrants are not the immigrants here, And, I don't think there's too many people out there who actually, think like me no more because, there's not, When you look at the internet and you realize the lies and and just the racism that still exists in this country. And I wanted to clear this too. One of the things that the internet has done for everyone is it's actually exposed people's beliefs and people's way of thinking. And you start to realize, man, that there's a lot of people out there that literally they don't like you. They really don't like you, and they are racist, or they are, in other words, they believe in the agenda of America. And that's when you start questioning yourself, and you're like, wow, like I've been one of these people's fans, or one of these people's, I would look up to them, and now that I realize the reality of them, I can't fuck with them no more, And there's been a lot of celebrities that came out of the closet and show or express themselves how they feel about other individuals. And when it comes down to that, it's pretty much exposing, people are exposing themselves of who they really are. Now, let's go to the immigration problem, right? In this country, all right, of America, which I want to make this very clear to people, an immigrant to me, in my eyes, right, this is kind of the same perspective, but in a different topic, or different situation, right? All right, so check this out, right? And this always happens with white European people, right? You've seen videos on the internet when there's a black man and he goes into someone's white neighborhood, right? And majority of times, right, the people around the neighborhood, right, what they do is like, oh, they don't recognize, or they feel it in a way threatened, right? And they want to get rid of that person in their neighborhood, right? So they'll go question him because they don't want to be rude or be labeled as racist. So they go confront him. They tell him if he belongs there. Mostly the times that we've seen on videos, the person ends up recording, and the people who are attacking him look like the ones that are attacking him, right? So as you can see, those people that are confronting the guy, they believe in their eyes that they claim ownership of the neighborhood, right? And all of them unite as a group, and they kick out that person that they believe to be the intruder, right? Here in America, it's the same logical sense, okay? People are attacking the people who are from the same neighborhood, okay? They're attacking the same people in the neighborhood. Now, what do I mean? No, you're doing the wrong, you're using a wrong example. No. I'm using a perfect example, okay? Look at this and look at it the way it needs to be looked at. Those borders were created by a group of people who stole land from the indigenous people of the Western Hemisphere, okay? There's no border walls between the land. There was never a border between Mexico and the United States. There's not a border, okay? There's not a border in Canada and the United States. How come there's only a border towards Latin America or South America? Well, it's because they're trying to kick out the people who literally been living here for centuries, okay? Now, the way I look at these things is like this. If America is the neighborhood, okay? Now, when you have people coming from other parts of land to America, then that is when America needs to, like the white people do it, engage the foreigners that are coming from other parts of land, okay? So when you see an African American out here, then you could question him, because Africa is all across the Atlantic Ocean, all right? When you see a Chinese person, you should question him. And because why? Because they come from all the way across the Atlantic Ocean as well. When you see an Indian person, you need to do the same, okay? When you see a white person who started all this crap, you need to do the same, okay? Because America is a continent. It's not a country. Well, yeah, because it's been stolen, right? And same with Canada. But at the end of the day, the people who are being labeled here as immigrants, are actually the ones who belong here. In other words, America is America for, I mean, it's, to me, it's mind blowing how people are targeting the brown individual. Do people forget what skin tone Native Americans have? No, or yeah, they probably do. Like, this is really stupid. You people are attacking the person who belongs here. Okay? You're attacking the Mexicans. The Mexicans got their land stolen from America. How in the fuck is it that they are being labeled as immigrants? Okay? How in the fuck is it that the ones who are actually the true definition of an illegal alien, like the Chinese, the Indian, the what's it called, the European person, the African person, all of these people come from another continent. They fucking had to get on ships or planes to get their asses to America, to the continent of America. How in the fuck is it that these people are being labeled as immigrants? Huh? Or how come these people are not being labeled as immigrants? See, that's the problem with America. America has everything backwards thinking. It's fucking stupid, man. You're labeling the people who you stole from as immigrants. So to make things even worse, to start with, you people don't want to even welcome them into their own home that got stolen from them, which to me spells like they're the victims, okay? The aggressors are still, occupying America. So at the end of the day, you pay them low wages, right? You're not paying them nothing. They do hard labor for you. They feed you. And then to top it off, you want to calling them and you're labeling them as immigrants. And literally, their country is a part of America. Because I want to remind people this. America is the continent, okay? America is the continent. The United States is the country. Canada is the country. Mexico is the country. Guatemala is the country. El Salvador is the country. These places are countries, but they are located in the Western Hemisphere of America. All right? All of those countries are America. Okay? So it's like literally, which, they're not dumb though, right? But if we go to Europe, right? You're not going to be kicking out people from Europe if they are located in Europe, okay? Now, in Europe, you don't have these problems because it's all white people, right? But at the end of the day, you can't be kicking out people who belong there, all right? Remember, those people were there before your ancestors even got here. Regardless of the situation, you want to label them as immigrants. At the end of the day, who's the real immigrant here? If your ancestors would have never came in their fucking ships to America, you people would have not been here. But the ones you guys are labeling immigrants, they would have been here regardless. So who the fuck is the true actual immigrant here? It's not the brown person, the ones that you people are labeling immigrants. The immigrant is you. You're here because thanks to someone who got you here. But they've been here for centuries. Their culture, their historical finds that we find, like the Aztec Maya pyramids and all of these things, they're still here, remaining. They're still here for a reason, because this is their home. How in the fuck are you going to be labeling immigrants when literally you motherfuckers are the ones who migrated out here? Is what I don't understand, man. But see, this is the backwards thinking that this country is involved in, man. But at the end of the day, it's not even the country. It's the people who are so ignorant that literally have seemed to forget where the fuck they came from. Literally. Fucking a bunch of hypocrites, man. You guys want to sit here and be degrading and labeling people as immigrants like if your shit don't stink. You guys literally are the ones who are actually considered the true definition of an immigrant. When you're fucking traveling across the Atlantic Ocean to get to a part of America, you are literally the definition of a fucking immigrant, or the definition of an outsider. That's exactly what white people would have done if somebody would approach their neighborhood. If I, right? This is my neighborhood, right? This is my turf, right? This is my turf, America. And if I see an intruder, I will know how that intruder looks like, because that intruder is not going to be looking like me, brown. He's going to be looking another skin tone or another eye complexion or some other different way of looking. That is how I know he does not belong in this turf of America, okay? Now, if anything, I've been noticing that the people who don't belong here at all are the ones who are kicking out the people who've been here for centuries, is what fucking don't understand. All right? That's my problem with this fucking immigrant problem. Because, like it says, immigration started 1992. 1492 is the time when we started to have this immigrant problem. All right? That's when it started. All right? That is when we started to become the immigrants in our own home turf. All right? And let me explain something to you people. We were here first. Okay? First. Not second, not third, not fourth. First. We were here first. All right? This is why we claim ownership of it. All right? For those who don't understand. We were here first. When you find something, if it doesn't belong to nobody and you found it, technically, then it's yours because you found it. All right? No one is going to claim ownership of it because you found it. It's yours. Okay? Now, what did Christopher Columbus discover? He discovered a bunch of Mexicans. All right? A bunch of indigenous people here living in the Western Hemisphere. Okay? Now, what do? They want to say they discovered it? No, they didn't discover it. Because if they would have discovered America, then you would not have this immigrant problem. All right? This immigrant problem would have not been even taking place if you guys would have found something. Obviously, this immigrant problem is taking effect because there was people here in America. Okay? Native Americans could say they founded America because there is no one out there claiming ownership of America before they did. So they own it. And everybody over here is going to try to whitewash me or, no. Native Americans crossed the Atlantic Ocean during the Ice Age, migration. I know my history. I'm not stupid. Okay? They got here first. Okay? Plain and simple. So no one has the right to be calling anybody an immigrant when you yourselves are immigrants. You guys are truly the definition of an illegal alien by crossing the fucking western fucking border of water to get here. Not like the Mexican that had to cross the fucking border wall that was created upon these white people's fucking arrival. All right? It's not the Mexican. The white person, the Asian person, the black person, the Hindu person, they're the immigrants here, not the brown person. The brown person has been here for centuries. All right? But this is how whitewashed this country has become. Besides that, that's my 2 cents on immigration, man. For those who want to speak, go for it. At the end of the day, there's no argument with what I'm saying because what I'm saying is 100% absolutely true.